good evening. Welcome to Cooking from the Heart, Hemp&fork's monthly cooking demonstration. So here is our Hemp&fork hemp seeds. Tonight, we are going to demonstrate 3 different ways that you can utilize our hemp seeds in some everyday and not so everyday dishes. When we created this cooking show, we really wanted to, educate people who maybe didn't know about hemp seeds and their benefits, why they're so high, how they're so high in protein, and educate about the nutritional benefits of hemp seed. Also, we know that there's many of you out there who have been enjoying hemp seed for a long time, but maybe have just been not just, but putting it in your granola or just eating it, in some simple ways, which is the way that we enjoy our hemp seeds too. But we wanted to show you some interesting, creative ways to add hemp seeds to your everyday meals. Let's see what else. Oh, there's some really interesting things that that I wanted to share with you about hemp seeds. So, hemp seeds have protein, which are, one of the key nutrients that we need to exist as humans. And proteins are made of all these amino acids, and hemp seeds. And there are amino acids that are found. This is a very layman explanation, of course, but amino acids, when you have all 9 amino acids, it's a complete protein, and hemp seeds have all 9 amino acids, which is really something great for people who are vegan and vegetarian that look to plants for their protein, which is exactly where our hemp seeds come from. So tonight we have 3 great, amazing chefs, including myself, We're going to demonstrate some things. We're going to be making an ice cream. I believe it's chocolate ice cream. We're also going to be making a lasagna. That's what I'm going to be making. And we have a really delicious slider that's a little bit of a twist on your traditional slider. A really big twist, I would say. But it's going to be delicious, and it's very exciting that we have our 2 chefs tonight, Chef Joy and Chef Nidra. So without further ado, let's go to Chef Joy. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Chef Joy, remind me from which city do you hail?
Well, I'm originally from Philly, but I moved to Atlanta about 4 years ago.
Gotcha. You're in Atlanta. Gotcha. So Philly original, but you lived in Atlanta. I love Atlanta is like number 1 of my cities that I would love to live in. I have a lot of family and friends there, so maybe one day I'll be there. Although I just moved, so those of you who have tuned in before, you notice I have a different kitchen. So you'll hear an echo because we have no furniture. We're working on that, but I have this beautiful new kitchen here in Tampa. But Atlanta, that's on my list, Chef Joy, on my list.
And I have family in Tampa, so I'm familiar with
Oh, you do? Oh, awesome. We'll talk later.
Okay.
So, Chef Joy, you're in Atlanta, and tell us what you're making for us tonight.
Today I am making, let me grab it for you. I am making fried oyster mushroom sliders.
Nice.
And, yeah, I'm vegan, and this is just like one of the dishes we created to become a meal replacement, basically.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. I love that. So, you showed us the final product. That looks delicious.
So this
nice.
is what I'm making. And I sprinkled those beautiful hemp seeds on top, and I also put it in the chipotle mayo. You can see it there. So it's almost like a whole grain mustard, which just came out just really beautiful. And I love the texture it added to it.
That's so awesome. All right, so let's get right to it. Let's start. What's the process here?
So process is I have fried oyster mushrooms here. This is what they look like when you get them. Just I pick these up at my local Asian market. That's also for a little tip where you get the best price most of the time.
Got it. Cool. Okay.
So we're gonna start off by just cutting off the root of it.
Okay.
And then usually we kind of just pick these off as if it were little bites of chicken or whatever your protein would be for your slider.
Got it. Okay.
Just peel it off kind of in chunks.
Nice.
Like that.
Got it. Okay. And so I have a question. Could you Could you use a different mushroom if you wanted?
You could.
Or is this for, yeah.
In the, the vegan community, this one has the juiciest texture. It fries up really well.
Gotcha.
Unlike, like portobello could be fried too, but it still like retains a lot of moisture. So
yeah,
these kind of get pretty crispy, and it gives you a nice texture.
Okay, so you want to stick with oyster mushrooms? Okay, got it. Okay,
something
so you
like
really
this, I would
for something like this. Okay, yeah, no, that's good to know because sometimes ingredients are very interchangeable and sometimes they're not. So yes. I'm glad that I asked that. Okay, great. All right,
that was a great question. So I like to stick with the larger chunks like this. And when you get little bunches, you can save them for soup or just set them aside. But I like to take these big, beautiful pieces because they're about the size of a slider, so they'll sit nicely on it.
Gotcha. Cool.
So once you have your larger pieces set aside, remove some of this out the way. You're going to take your wet ingredients, so it's going to be a wet and dry batter.
Okay.
So for the sake of time, I've already prepared the dry batter here. So underneath the spices, half of the bowl is flour. So we're also a gluten-free household. You can use regular flour, but I used just a gluten-free flour mix. It's like rice flour and almond.
Chef Joy, when I come to Atlanta, I promise you I'm coming to your house because I am gluten-free. The vegan is manageable, but the gluten-free sometimes is a little hard, for cooking. So I am coming to your house for this sandwich when I come to Atlanta.
Okay, I'll definitely make it for you. Well, so since you're interested in gluten-free, the other half of it's flour, and the other half of the bowl under the spices is cornstarch. And that's important for gluten-free frying because it helps keep it crispy because it's not regular flour and it can get a little soggy. So you want it to have a little crunch still. So that's where the cornstarch comes in.
I love it.
Yeah, and then we have black pepper, cumin, garlic powder, paprika, onion powder, Italian seasoning, pink salt, and then we're just going to dump all of that in this Ziploc bag I have here.
Okay. Nice.
Like so.
And was there a traditional dish that you missed that made you create this sandwich? Or was this an original creation?
It was an original creation.
Nice.
But one thing that I do like this being subbed for, if you add, because I was pescatarian a lot before going vegan. So if you add seaweed flakes to this wet and dry batter, it'll give it a fishy taste. And they use those to make like vegan, calamari and things like that.
Yeah.
It actually really tastes like it too. It comes really good.
Totally. Okay.
So we mixed our wet batter, and our dry, and this is the wet batter. This is actually a bowl of pickle juice. It's a little over half a cup. Yep. And this is going to start our wet batter. So it's pickle juice. It's going to be a little weird. And then a squirt of ketchup.
Nice.
And then
nice.
We add a squirt of mustard.
Okay. I love the measurement squirt. That is one of my favorite measurements.
Squirt,
I'm not totally joking. I'm like, just put a zhuzh or put a squirt in,
Yeah. Just a little
also,
bit. Now I'm making
have you seen Tabitha Brown make these faux deviled eggs with pickle juice? Did you see that pickle juice? Yeah. That's so.
Yeah, I love Tabitha Brown. She actually had my vegan seafood salad, and she did a review of it online.
Oh, that's so cool. She's
awesome.
Awesome.
So this doesn't have to be perfect or fully blended in, but you can see just how easy that was. It's literally pickle juice, ketchup, and mustard. And that's
pickle juice, ketchup, and mustard. Love it. Okay.
Easy. Yep.
All right. What's next?
So next, I'll move these tomatoes out the way. So we have wet and dry. So next, sometimes I switch it, but you can start either way. But I'm just gonna do a quick dab like that in the wet.
Okay.
Toss it in the dry. Give it a little shake, and then we're gonna do it again.
Got it. Okay.
So it's just a double batter.
Yeah.
Again, being gluten free, it keeps it with a nice crunch, and then you see.
So great.
Well,
now I'm gonna ask you a question that I wish my girlfriend wasn't gonna overhear, but she's gonna overhear it. Have you ever given this to a meat eater and just omitted that it wasn't meat and they ate it and they didn't know?
That not without them knowing, no.
They knew.
I've
Okay.
tricked several meat eaters before, and a lot of my customers are actually meat eaters. So.
And they,
yeah, they're like trying something new, and then they're like, "Oh, this is good."
Nice. I love that. All right. So double batter.
Yep. Okay. I'm just doing maybe one or two more pins.
And it's good. The Ziploc bag is really key to getting a good coat on the mushrooms.
Yeah, and it's quicker, easy cleanup.
Yeah.
If I was out of Ziploc bags, I've tried it in a Tupperware container, which it works too, but I just like Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
Just nice and clean.
Yeah.
So we are almost done. And one more. You see that little pile there? It would just be big, beautiful chunks that would be great on top of a slider.
Nice. Awesome.
So again, I'm going to come on over here.
Awesome. Oh, we got some oil.
Which is preheating, I hope. Oh, perfect.
Oh, and what kind of oil is that, Chef Joy?
This is just vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil. Okay.
You can use whatever kind you like, except olive oil has such a high burning point, so I kind of wouldn't do anything like that. But
gotcha. So it's important. This is a question, even though it's going to sound like a statement. It's important that the oil is that hot, is really hot when you put them in, right?
Yeah, but not too hot because it'll definitely, it would have popped back on me.
Right.
For the sake of a video, I had it at a good temperature, hopefully trying to time it out, which it seemed to work out perfectly.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so those are frying. And how long do they take?
It's up to the texture you like, but if you want to keep them kind of juicy, you really could just do like 3 minutes aside.
Okay.
Gotcha. Without getting too crazy. I'm sorry.
Awesome. All right.
Washing off this batter so that I can show you guys how to make the chipotle mayo, and that's how to incorporate the hemp heart.
Nice. I love it.
Okay.
And Chef Joy, you live in Atlanta, and are you a private chef? Because I heard you say clients, or do you do meal prep? What is your chef? Yeah.
I do meal prep, and I usually do events around the city, like pop-up events. Mm-hmm. And that's where Tabitha Brown had found my little video that I did. And
nice.
Really cool.
Super cool.
Very cool. All right, so we're just going to flip this cutting board over just so I can show you guys the first step.
Yeah.
And that is going to be to shake your chipotle peppers. And these peppers were, they're just canned peppers. It's really cheap, like a little less than $1 a can. And we're just going to dice them.
Okay.
So that they fit well in our mayo. Now, most of the time, I would do this in the blender, but I'm doing such a small amount, and not everyone might have, a high-power blender. So this is probably how you would end up doing it at home as well.
Gotcha. Cool.
So just a quick chop of about 2 peppers.
Nice.
And then I'm just going to rest that for 1 second while we check our mushrooms.
You got that chef intuition. You knew it was ready to flip.
Yep. I had an inkling, and they are looking
beautiful. Those look so good.
Look at that.
Wow. Gluten-free and vegan.
Yeah.
Yum.
And back over here, I'm going to scoop our peppers up.
Gotcha. So this is very spicy.
I mean, let me show you. So that's what I'm doing in mine. You know, it's not a huge amount. It's about 2 peppers. There's still a few left in such a small can. And then you just adjust 2 peppers to about half a cup of mayo. Mm-hmm. And you can double that if you want to. Sorry.
Okay.
There we go. And you can double that if you want to, depending on if you're making these. They're a great party event.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, it was really simple. You know, I've been looking forward to hearing about how you make the sandwich, and really it's not too complicated. You just have to be, you know, you have to be organized and have everything ready, you know, since you're frying, and that can be delicate. So and so is that I'm guessing that's vegan mayo.
Yep, it's vegan mayo. Yeah.
What do you have a favorite brand?
Hellman's. It's usually cheaper. Here we have a local Publix and they do a BOGO on it all the time. So if you're local here, that's a great.
I don't think I knew Helen's had a vegan mayo. So that's great. All right. So main ingredient, hemp hearts.
Yes. The most beautiful key ingredient here.
Mm-hmm.
Hemp hearts.
Protein.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then you're just gonna mix.
Nice.
Simple. And it really is like cool. Like that, the hemp hearts just added the most beautiful texture to this.
Yeah.
Scoop up some of this extra chipotle there off the cutting board.
Nice.
And right now it kind of looks like a little tartar sauce. But
yeah.
Actually, sorry. I'm come back over here and have our mushrooms cool. I could have laid something out, but I forgot. So I'm just going to put them on this cooling rack.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Now.
And turn it off.
For sure. Nice. Now, what buns are those? If they're gluten-free, what brand is that?
It's just our local, do you have Kroger?
We don't have Kroger in Florida. I don't think we don't have a Kroger anywhere I've lived in Florida. I don't think so.
Well, they might have a local. So they're just sliders, and then it just on the back. Oh, just got Chipotle on it. It says just contains meat. So otherwise, it'll tell you, if you're just shopping really quick for anyone interested in going vegan, most of the time it will. Yeah. You still have to read the ingredients, but it'll tell you contains milk, contains eggs. Most of the top 5 allergens will be listed.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, all right. So
this looks good.
Yeah, delish.
And I'm actually going to add one more pepper really quick. Sorry, I don't know my timing yet.
No, you're good. No, you're good. So you're putting more pepper in the mayo, and then do we assemble?
Yeah, just going off color. I like mine to look a little richer, maybe a little spicier.
Yeah, we do.
So it just got a little deeper in color, and that's
I see that.
I'm like, okay, that's awesome. A good point.
Cool.
All right, so now it's time to plate. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay. And that was actually pretty quick and easy.
Yeah, super quick and easy.
I'll have a recipe for you guys tonight to share if you like.
Yeah, that would be great. We'll put it, so for everybody out there watching, all the recipes we're going to do, if they're not already up on our website, we're going to put them up on our website. Because besides providing you with this delicious, nutritious, high in protein hemp seed, we also are here to educate, and that's one of the main reasons why we're doing these cooking demos. We want to educate, so that's why we're asking about all the other questions about the other ingredients, like how do you get your protein, where do you find this gluten-free ingredient. So in addition to our product, which is a pretty dynamic, although simple product, just like everything that we that we are here to promote is is education that's simple and understandable so that everybody can have access to these delicious hemp seeds. So, all right, we're putting together. So we have our gluten-free bun. Of course, if you're not gluten-free, you can have a regular bun. And also, Joy, while you're showing us that food, I also want to let people know that the mixture you did was gluten-free flour and cornstarch. So if somebody wasn't gluten-free and didn't want to do gluten-free, then I'm guessing they could use regular flour and cornstarch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Flour and cornstarch, or even just regular flour if you have it.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So we saw beautiful purple cabbage. Was that arugula?
It's an arugula mix of little arugula, little baby spinach, just a couple of little herbs.
All right. Show us the layering.
Yes. So you start with your purple cabbage.
Delish.
And actually, you know, I love this beautiful hemp sauce so much. I'm going to do it at the bottom and the top.
Nice.
You can also grill the bottom of the buns, but for time's sake, and it's still just going to be just as delicious, I'm just going to do it this way.
Nice. All right. So we're going to dress the bun. And of course, let's say you weren't somebody who likes something spicy. You could do the mayo with the hemp seeds without the chipotle if spicy wasn't your thing.
Yep, still get those amino acids and the protein and all the great.
Awesome.
You can even trick people and get some extra nutrition.
Yeah.
So cabbage.
Cabbage. All right. What's next? Look at those.
Yes, our juicy fried oyster mushrooms. Looking great.
That's amazing.
And then we're gonna do our greens.
Some greens.
All right, just put a whole pile on top. Let's get this one going.
That is going to be a big bite.
Yes, it is. And you can do the cute little toothpicks if anyone listening wants to make this is like, you know, for a little party.
Sure.
Pick on top would just be really cute.
Beautiful. Look at that. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Chef Joy.
No problem.
Those look delicious. Oh,
it even looks cute like
that. Oh, we're topping them off. Oh.
So you get the drip.
That looks so good. I'm definitely getting hungry, even though I had dinner right before this.
Just near, there we go. So yeah.
Nice. That looks amazing. Thank you so much, Chef Joy. So that was fried oyster mushroom sliders with hemp seed chipotle mayo. There's the original finished. That's so awesome. So if you can hold on, we have two more demos in case anybody has questions. So thank you so much, Chef Joy. And up next, we have Chef Nidra. There she is. Oh, is she there? There she is. Hey, Chef Nidra, how are you? Oh, I think you might be muted. I don't know if that's on our end or your end. I'm sure that we will get you unmuted. There we are.
Me?
Yeah, we got you now. Oh, nope.
All right, great.
Okay. How are you?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. How are you today, dear?
I'm good also. Thank you. Now, Chef Nidra is going to do dessert, which is lovely because usually I would do a dessert, and it's funny, Chef Nidra, because I was going to do lasagna, but then you were going to do lasagna. But then you said, I'm going to do ice cream. So I said, good, I'm going to do lasagna. So that worked out perfect. And usually I do something sweet because I'm a baker by trade, but I'm really excited to see somebody else make a delicious hemp seed ice cream dessert for us tonight. So where are you in this, in our fair country tonight?
I am in the cold state of Michigan.
Oh, you're in Michigan. I didn't know that's where you were.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My future wife is from Michigan, so she's a Michigander as well.
Okay, great.
So, all right. So let's get right into your ice cream. What's our steps?
Okay, so what I did was I took the hemp milk and I repurposed it. So we made the hemp milk, and then I turned the hemp milk into ice cream. I made a sorbet and a lovely milkshake. So I'm gonna get started. Yes. I did it 3 ways. I had some extra milk left, so I said, okay, what else can I do with this? So I ended up making me a smoothie for tomorrow, and then I made a milkshake. Yes.
Delicious. All right. So what are our steps?
Okay, the first step is to make your hemp milk. You're going to take 3/4 cups of hemp seeds. You're going to put them in a blender. And then you're going to get about 3 to 4 cups of water, depending on how much hemp milk you're making. I just measured out 3 cups ahead of time.
Okay.
And then you're going to pour it in your blender.
Nice. And can you use any blender?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Some nuts and seeds, well, probably more nuts need a very powerful blender, but I would imagine hemp seeds, since they're not gigantic and they're not rock hard, don't need too much softer. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, they're a lot softer and easier to blend.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, all right. So we are going to blend our hemp seeds up. And we are going to add a little agave nectar for sweetness.
Okay, great.
About 2 tablespoons.
So this recipe is also vegan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is.
Okay, great. Awesome. I see there, if you guys watching want to follow Chef Nidra, her Instagram handle's on the bottom. Also Chef Joy's Instagram handle. We'll put them all up, before we end tonight. If you want to follow any of us after this little demo. All right. So
yes, agave nectar, and then next we want to add some vanilla bean. I suggest getting some fresh vanilla bean because it tastes the best. And you know this, Lauren, right? You know this.
I do. I actually make my own vanilla for baking.
Oh, beautiful. That is wonderful.
Yeah, it's super easy and very rewarding to not spend $25 on a tiny bottle of vanilla anymore.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so after you get that vanilla bean open, I am going to get all that goodness out of the inside of it. Let me scrape it down here.
Right, exactly. So the vanilla bean is long, so everybody knows, and you have to, in order to get the goods, you have to cut down the center of the bean, open it up, and then inside are all the little tiny delicious vanillas.
And you guys see that? Yes, the goodness.
Oh yeah, I see it there. All right, okay, right into the blender. Great.
Yes, you're going to add your vanilla bean into the blender. Okay. And then we are going to blend this up for about a minute or so.
Okay, great. We'll
start off on slow and then kind of build it up.
Okay. Go hemp milk ice cream base. That's awesome. Nice. All right.
Okay. Now we are going to pour. And let me show you guys. And now we have hemp milk. Yes.
Woo! Guys, yum.
Nice. Delicious hemp milk.
Super simple and easy to do.
Yes, it is. About a minute of your time, you got hemp milk.
Yep. I try to make a batch every week. It's not to knock the other nut milks and hemp and seed milks and all that are out there, but it's the easiest because you literally put them in the blender and then it's done. You don't have to strain it. You don't have to, do anything else to it like some other milks out there that I've made and I love that take a little bit more time and a little bit more labor. The hemp milk is super simple, super high in protein, and delicious.
Yes. And also, if you guys have a cheesecloth at home, you can run this through a strainer through a cheesecloth. But because I'm making ice cream with it, I want all the fat, so I'm keeping everything.
Oh, that's good to know that you don't strain it on purpose for the fat content. Okay.
Yes. Okay, all right. So we have our hemp milk.
Okay.
Okay, and then we take our hemp milk, and what I use for my base for my ice cream is bananas, and I also did coconut milk to add some extra fat to that also.
Okay, great. So the
well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lauren.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say for everybody watching, the fat in ice creams, whether or not they're actually cream or from coconut or from dairy, the fat is what gives you the creaminess in ice cream. So that's why Chef Nidra keeps referring to the fat. That's an important for the texture.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. So, what's our next step?
Okay, the next step is you're going to add about 2 cups of your hemp milk that you just prepared back into the blender. You can use the same blender.
Okay. And about 2 cups. For those of you who have a particular, some blenders have measurements right on the blender, so you can just pour it right in.
And then we are going to add our coconut milk. And a tip for the coconut milk, you can put it in the refrigerator and turn it upside down and then open the can right side up, and it separates the coconut meat and the actual coconut water.
Oh, great.
Yes.
So do you want just the coconut meat part?
Yes, you do, because if you add the water to the ice cream mixture, it's going to kind of dilute it a little bit, and you really don't want that.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So you want to take the meat of your coconut and put it in the blender. Just plop that right on in there.
Nice. So I'm just going to say that again for people because it's really important. So when you buy a can of coconut milk in the store, Chef Nidra is saying what we should do is you put it into the refrigerator, and the fat part of the coconut and the water part of the coconut are going to naturally separate and get cold. So when you open up the can, you can just scoop all of that thickness out and then save the water. You can see she's pouring the water for another use.
Yeah, smoothies, you can drink it. It's all
totally
good.
Nice.
Yes. The rest of that. There.
Awesome. So we have the hemp milk, the coconut cream, the thick part. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And then you're going to add some maple syrup, about 2 tablespoons of organic maple syrup.
Okay.
Give it some flavor.
Nice.
Okay, and my choice today was chocolate. So I have some raw cacao powder that I'm going to add to this to give it a chocolate flavor. And I'm also going to add some organic coconut oil to also give it that fat texture and kind of help it, blend up well since we don't have any eggs or milk in this.
Got it. Okay.
So about 2 tablespoons of organic coconut oil.
Okay. Got it. So coconut oil, great. And then cocoa powder, great.
And I love this. Oh my God. I don't know who Nutívia came up with this pouch. This is amazing.
With the squeeze. Yeah, it seems super convenient. I love Nutívia, that brand.
Yes. And we're going to take our cacao powder and add it to the mixture.
Nice. It's always super important to have high quality ingredients. If you're using one high quality ingredient, you really want to use all high quality ingredients.
Yes. Okay, now we are going to blend this up. Okay, now this mixture, You have to blend this mixture on high, the hottest, for about, I think it's about 5 minutes or so. I've already blended up some ice cream and have it all ready to go for you guys. I'm not going to make you wait that long. Yes. I'm gonna mix
Thank you.
Yes, okay. I'll blend this up. Right.
Yeah.
And let me get your eyes.
What?
Yes. We have our ice cream. And what I did was, after I blended it up, I added some frozen bananas to this also. And this makes it, it gives it, you know, a little bit of depth and gives you that creaminess. So you add your frozen bananas. I forgot to add those. Hold on.
Before you blend.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, before you blend, add the frozen bananas.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we're going to blend this up. I'm going to blend this up just a little bit. I'll blend this back in. Yeah.
Great.
Okay. And eventually, after a few minutes of blending, this goodness right here will turn into some lovely ice cream. You're gonna let it.
It's ready to go.
Yes, it's pretty much ready to go. You can put it in a freezer safe container and let it sit in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. And then you can put it into the freezer and let it sit for 3 to 4 hours or even overnight.
Gotcha. So I was just thinking, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just thinking that this is a great recipe for kids. You know, I know a lot of my friends who are parents that they struggle to get nutrition into their kids' diets, you know, depending on if they're really picky. But kids like ice cream, and if you make this for them, I bet you they would never know it wasn't, you know, from dairy. And then you've snuck in there all that protein from the hemp seeds. You have bananas that have potassium. You have, you know, organic ingredients. There's not a lot of sugar in there because I know the banana sweeten things up. So the amount of maple syrup and agave. You have pure vanilla beans. So this is, I think, a sure win for kids and getting them to have something delicious that they love, but that you know all the ingredients are wholesome and good for them and good for you. So thank you so much for this delicious ice cream recipe. I think I might make it this weekend. Wait, it's only Tuesday. Why does it feel like it's already Friday?
Go for it, Lauren. Go for it. Go for it. Don't wait.
Oh, wow. So thank you so much. If you can hang tight, now is my turn to show you guys what I'm going to make tonight. Thank you so much. Stay warm in Michigan, and we'll maybe see you at the end.
With my ice cream. Yes.
Yeah, right? Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So I didn't say this at the beginning. My apologies. If you have a question about anything, you can drop it into the chat, either here or I know we're also on Facebook Live right now. So if you have any questions for Chef Nidra, Chef Joy, Chef Me, for any of us, we are all very knowledgeable and happy to answer those questions. So now it's going to be my turn to make my lasagna. So I found some really great products to make this lasagna. Let me see, where am I going to start? Okay. So like I shared with you guys, we just moved to the Tampa area, and I love farmers markets and fresh produce. So this Saturday, we drove down to this actual farm that has a market that's right there, and they have all this beautiful produce. That's for behind the stage, so you can move it down, yeah. So this is what I got at the market, and this inspired me to make this dish. So I got these beautiful tomatoes, and I made my own sauce, which I'm not going to totally demonstrate for you because I'm going to demonstrate the lasagna, but I want to tell you how I made it. I literally cut 4 of these tomatoes up, no oil. I put them in a pot, salt, pepper, some dried basil, and then really what other flavors I like smoked paprika. And I just literally simmered it for, I cooked it till it got a little boily, and then I simmered it for like an hour, and I got this beautiful, delicious homemade tomato sauce, right? It's delicious. So that's a sauce. The other thing that I made was this macadamia nut cheese. This is just macadamias that I soaked overnight. This will all be online when we post the recipe, so fear not. You don't have to remember all this. So I soaked macadamias in water overnight, and then I pulverized it, and you can see it's like ricotta cheese, the consistency. So what I'm going to add to my ricotta cheese is hemp seeds. I'm also going to add some dried basil. And if you don't like basil, don't add it. If you love dill, you can add dried dill, even though dill isn't the necessary, you don't really put dill in lasagna, but I like dill. I put dill in lots of things. So, all right, smoked paprika. I love paprika. Again, that's not a traditional ingredient for lasagna, but like Tabitha Brown says, that's my business. So I'll do it because I like it. All right, so I make my little cheese mixture. Can you get a close up on that? So let's see if we can have my food cam pop up here. There it is. All right, so that's the cheese. Another ingredient is my roasted red peppers. So I took a whole pepper, put it on the grill, let it roast for 20 minutes, and then I seeded it and cut it, and now I'm just gonna cut strips and cut it into little cubes to add. You can really add a variety of vegetables. You could add zucchini. You do want to cook those vegetables, unless you want to do a raw lasagna, but we're not doing a raw lasagna tonight. So this ingredient, speaking of gluten-free, Chef Joy, I don't know if you've had this, but it's yellow lentil and brown rice lasagna noodles that you don't have to boil, which I didn't know until I bought it. And I thought, this isn't going to work, but it totally works. So you have these sheets. The first thing I do is I have this beautiful glass pan. I put a little bit of sauce on the bottom. Then I put my lasagna there. So I'm just making like this little stack, but if you're going to make a big dish, you can layer it, with a lot more, but just for sake of making this little individual one, that's what I'm going to do today. So then some of my cheese with the hemp parts in there, then some red pepper. Like I said about the dill, I love fresh herbs, and I love a lot of fresh herbs in my food. 1, because it's delicious. 2, because it's nutritious. 3, because you can lighten the salt. And there's so much nutritional value in fresh herbs. Like parsley. Parsley is not just for garnish. It is very detoxifying. And whether or not you live in, no matter who you are, having some kind of light detox going on by the foods that you eat that help you get all the nutrition you need and get rid of the things you don't. Parsley, cilantro, very, very good detoxifiers. All right, so did I miss a layer? No. All right, so I'm going to do another sauce layer. And then my noodle, like that, down, then cheese. You just keep repeating. Now I made this cheese out of macadamia. You can make this cheese out of cashews. You can do the same thing. So you basically just cover the cashews or the macadamia in water overnight in the refrigerator, and then the next day you just drain that water out, and then put it in a Vitamix and just crazy blend it till it's super smooth. All right, so this is the last layer. Another noodle. It's so great, you know, even though I'm gluten-free and I don't eat gluten for health reasons, I love all these new fun alternative pastas because I can eat it because I'm gluten-free, but also it's made from lentils, so then that's another protein source. So we'll do this last layer in there. Sometimes also what I do is when I puree my cheese, I puree it with the fresh herbs in it. I actually ordered some basil this week, and it wasn't available. So that's why I'm using these other herbs. I'm not going to do another layer of herbs there because there's enough herbs in there. Let me get my last layer there. And then it is important from baking this already to make sure that the noodles have sauce on them. They need that, or else it will be too soft. I mean, it will be too hard. So that is the lasagna. Whoop, it just scooched. And now the magic of TV. So as you can see, it shrunk down a little bit, but we have these yummy, beautiful, thin, like, this is not hot. I just realized I took it out of the oven. You guys are probably like, oh. So the sauce really got the noodles nice and soft. And then I had these beautiful layers. And this really, it got much smaller than, as you can see, when I started. But you could, if you wanted it to be much thicker, you can obviously do a lot more layers. And also you can put other things. So you could even get dino kale, which is the thin, flat kale. And you can do a layer of kale in there. And the sauce and the cheese you can do it raw because it'll cook it enough, because this has to cook for about 45 minutes in the oven. And if you can, add nutrients in so many different ways. So what I like to do at the end is drizzle a little olive oil, and always a little salt and pepper. And then I got these beautiful arugula microgreens, right? They're arugula, yeah. And do a beautiful little garnish of these microgreens. And voila! Lasagna, vegan, gluten-free, delicious lasagna made with tomatoes and parsley and dill that were grown 10 minutes away from the house, which makes me very happy. In addition to being able to use these amazing hemp seed as a way to add flavor, add nutrition, really give you that extra protein that you might need if you're plant-based or if you're just looking for some alternative proteins. So that is my lasagna recipe. Thank you so much for joining. Does anybody have any questions? You can throw them in the chat and we can put them up on the screen. We're happy to answer those questions. Some things as we come to the end of the demo, the things that we really want you to remember about Hemp&fork's hemp seeds is the nutritional value that they bring you. It's simple. It's one ingredient. It doesn't have a bunch of other things in there. You can do what you want, and you can really add these hemp seeds to so many different things. You saw we made them into a sauce for a delicious salad, for a different sandwich. We put them into a lasagna, and we made ice cream with them. So they're super versatile, and we just love cooking with them. So thank you so much to Chef Joy, to Chef Nidra. If anybody out there watching wants to learn any more about our company, Hemp&fork, go to hemp&fork.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. We have recipes on there. These recipes will be on there. We do this cooking demo every month. I believe it's the third Tuesday. We're on the third Tuesday of the month. So you can always find us here live on the third Tuesday. If you have any recipe requests, we would love that. So throw any recipe requests, send us a message through all those different social media outlets I just spoke about, and let us know what you want to see. How do you want us to use the hemp seed? What do you maybe you're missing this one kind of food that you used to eat, and you'd love to see how you can make it, and then we can show you how to incorporate hemp seed. So I think that's it for tonight. Wherever you are in the country, I hope you're safe. We hope you're warm. We hope you're comfortable. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next month with Cooking from the Heart from Hemp and Fork. Thank you.